Alright guys, so here it is, the new tactical light from Thrunite. We're actually going to install this on one of my rifles, but before we do that, we're going to open up the box so you can see exactly what comes in this package. Right, so the main thing you're going to have here is the light. And this light is actually their BSS V4 light. This is their most aggressive light when it comes to like the bezel. As you can see, the thing is like really aggressive, very sharp. If you were to use a flashlight in self-defense, this is probably got to be one of the best flashlights to use for that. We also have the railing mount, and it comes with that little Allen wrench and the mount for the Picatinny rail. As far as installing, it looks like it just has that couple Allen screws, which they do provide the little wrench for. Also included here, you got the pressure switch. The covering on the switch here is rubberized. Definitely looks to be like waterproof. Apart from that, you have your regular stuff. If you wanted to use the flashlight just for everyday carry, you actually have the holster for it. You can keep this end on there, and it's basically the regular flashlight. The only difference to switch it into a weapon light would be to change out the end of it, the back of it here, and then attach it to the rail here. You also have your typical O-rings, an extra button, a lanyard. Here's a charging cable for it. It looks like it is micro USB. And we also have a little pocket clip if you choose to use the flashlight for everyday carry use. Alright, so since I've reviewed this light already in the past before, I'm not going to go into too much detail of the light specifically. If you guys want to check out that video, I'll leave a link down in the description or somewhere up there. What we're going to talk about today and install is the weapon light part of it. So this is what you're going to need in order to install it on your weapon, which is going to include just the pressure switch and the actual mounting bracket. So let me go grab my rifle and we'll get started here. Right, so installation on this is going to be actually super simple. The only thing you're going to need is your flashlight. You're going to have your mounting hardware with the little Allen wrench provided, and then you are going to have your pressure switch. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is pick out our preferred location as far as mounting the hardware on there. Now, when it comes to mounting this, this is going to be a personal preference, whatever works best for you, wherever you want it. For the sake of this video, I am going to mount this right on the top here, and you know, it should sit right about there. I know what you're thinking. It's going to get on the way of this, and yes, I do need a riser for this. This is just on there just for now, just because I threw it on there. I haven't got a riser for it, but once it's on there, once I have the riser on there, it will not get in the way of this. Okay, so as far as mounting it on your Picatinny rail, this part of it that attaches to your rail is going to be super simple. It has basically it's kind of like a thumb screw here, and what you're going to do is just open it up and latch it onto the area that you want. Once you have it in place, all you're going to do is hand tighten it down. You can get like a little wrench and try to tighten it up a little bit more, but even if you do it, you know, finger tight, it is pretty strong on there. As far as wiggle, you know, I don't feel any wiggle at all. I don't feel it moving at all. And this is just hand tightening it. Even with the recoil, I don't think this would be really moving much. Super simple. The hardware's already on there. So the next step is to get the flashlight in there. Now, in order to get the flashlight, what you're going to do is unscrew the tail end of it. You're going to also have to get your Allen wrench there and open some of these screws up just a little bit, just to get enough clearance to get the flashlight in there. Okay, once you have it a little bit loose in there, then go ahead and slide the back of your flashlight in there. You might have to open it up a little bit more. Alright, so once you got the flashlight where you want it in place, all you're going to do is screw the end cap of this thing. You know, just make sure it's nice and tight. Once you have it perfectly aligned, just grab the Allen wrench, and you're just going to tighten up the screws once again. Alright, once you have the screws tightened up, as far as the flashlight goes, that's pretty much it. Like, that's really solid on there. It looks really nice, looks really good. Very aggressive. Now the only thing left is to mount the switch somewhere. But before we do that, let's test it out. So there's your on. When you let go, it's going to be off. And it seems like you can press pretty much anywhere on the switch and it's going to activate the light. So wherever you have it mounted, as long as you press somewhere, anywhere along the switch there, it's going to turn on. Now as far as the function, it's pretty much just on and off. You hold it down, it's going to be on. You let it go, it's going to be off. It will not stay on as far as that goes. Now with this on there, let's test out if you can actually use this button and have the light work like a normal functioning light. Okay, so technically you can adjust the light, put that button like where you want it. Like if the best position is for it to be up right there, you can always reach over and turn it on, hit it 4 times, 1 2 3 4, you know, turn it to strobe. You know, maybe you would prefer the light right there on the side, or I don't know, it depends on where you have it set up. But it is a cool thing that you can actually use this part of it, so you can actually go through all the functions, which is going to give you your firefly, low, medium, high, strobe. You will be able to use that. It won't be super quick access like using your pressure switch, but at least you can use it, you know, which is really cool, because maybe you do want a strobe on there. Maybe, you know, once in a while you want to use the light but not so bright, use a strobe, whatever it is, you know. So once again, going with the pressure switch, it's going to go to its brightest setting, and then using this switch, while you'll have the different modes on there. All right, so as far as mounting this pressure switch, I've actually had a weapon light on this one before, and the way I mounted this one is kind of went back around here and attached it to this spot right here, right where I have that Velcro piece. That's probably where I'm going to put it, because when I'm holding the gun there, it makes it super simple to just you know, you just use it like that. The one thing I did notice with this flashlight, that they did not include the Velcro piece to attach, which is a bummer, because I mean, honestly, you really do need it in order to attach the pressure switch on there. Which I know, you know, a little Velcro piece is not going to cost you much, but that's just an extra step that you need to do in order to get this attached. You're gonna have to go to the store and buy one, order one on Amazon or whatever. But that's the one thing I wish they would have done, is attached it. So for me, I would attach it right in that spot, which is a perfect spot. You can actually decide to attach it. I'm pretty sure you can attach it all the way to your grips here. Maybe by bringing this a little bit back, you know, you can actually set this up on your grip there. All right, but I gotta say, you know, the overall feel of this is feels pretty solid. It's definitely not moving. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to shoot this because I do not live anywhere near a range. Obviously I can't shoot it in my backyard here, but we will take it. We will test it out at night so you can see on there, but I won't be able to, you know, test it out after the recoil to see if, you know, there's any movement, any loose. But from the feel of it, it seems pretty solid. It doesn't seem like it'd be moving at all. So overall, it feels really good. All right, so let's take this thing outside and at least capture some night footage with the light on. I said, I've had another pressure switch. This is the last one I had. As far as the light goes, you know, obviously this is going to be a much better light when it comes to that. This switch, you know, it worked pretty good, but as you can see, it just had one area where you can hit the button. On the Thrunite one, you can hit the button pretty much in any spot. You know, it doesn't matter, you're not going to miss it. With this one, you know, it is raised, but it was just that one spot where you can hit the button to activate the light. So I do like that it's just pretty much that whole area, so you definitely can't miss it. I mean, it looks pretty damn sick. Not that you'd actually be using the, you know, the aggressive part of it. Like it's not really gonna matter. It's a flashlight. It's definitely gonna look cool as shit, you know, having something a little bit more aggressive on your light. And I mean, that's all that really matters, right? you know, but overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Definitely easy to access. I still have the chance of using this if I needed to, you know, the side button there. So definitely a plus. All right, guys, but that was pretty much it. If you guys are looking to pick one of these up, I will leave a link in the description. I gotta say, it's pretty damn solid. I like it. It makes my gun look completely badass. Thank you guys again for stopping by, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.